So just to follow up on that, I mean, we have seen in other moments, whether, particularly with the Abrego Garcia case, where when an issue does become joined, when Democrats do fight on an issue, sometimes even those issues can seem controversial to begin with, but when they fight on the issue, then the issue actually does gain a lot of attention. And actually in the Garcia case, it turns out 2-1, Americans actually think that people should have access to the courts and due process protections before they are picked up and sent to a third country gulag. So how is this idea being received in the caucus? How can people support this effort?
Well, you bring up an interesting underlying point. I'll just spend like 2 seconds on this, which is we have power to force debates and conversations in the country. And sometimes we pretend or act as if we're powerless. Mm-hmm. So a reporter earlier today noted to me that they had looked at some research that suggested that the story of the Qatari plane actually didn't penetrate the sort of broad public conversation in the way that you would have thought. And the suggestion was that was a reason why Democrats should stop talking about it, right? But it's kind of a cart versus horse question.
Maybe it's the opposite.
Maybe
you should talk about it more.
Exactly, right? Maybe the reason that it's not penetrating a broad public conversation is because Democrats are largely normalizing the corruption by not talking about it on an hourly and daily basis. Maybe if we did talk about the Qatari plane and the $2 billion investment in the UAE, maybe if it was all 47 Democratic senators talking about it, it would be part of the mainstream. That's kind of what happened on Abrego Garcia, is that a big group of Democratic leaders decided that this was important, and it became something that there was consensus on from right to left. And so, listen, I am hopeful that we will have a unanimous or near unanimous Democratic vote in support of these motions of disapproval.